The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
What is happening, everybody? It is finally Friday, my favorite day of the week, because I get to hang out with my podcast buddies. I'm your host, the Appalachian American, and it's the men's room. Joining me as always, he's a doctor and a birthday boy like 2 days ago, Dr. Coffinails. What's up, man?
Hey, good evening. We are going to press on. We're going to have the happiest Christmas since Bing Crosby tap dance with Danny effing K.
Man, we're
Thank
the
you.
jolliest bunch of assholes this side of the nut house.
That's right.
Joining me all the way from a mysterious land, he's the anime knight.
Great salutations, one and all. Hope you have all finished your Christmas present shopping. And if you haven't, get off your ass and get going, because the stores are going to be closed this weekend. What the fuck are you doing, clowns? Also, Merry Christmas. Eat a lot of food and open presents, and bewail your sister for having the best present of all time.
What is that noise?
Take it away.
What in the world? Oh my gosh. Last but not least, the Super Phantom Shelf, Adam Shawhan.
Nice.
We've got the Christmas going on, you know. I mean, since it's the Friday before Christmas, so yeah, I'm ready to hang out with my friends and have some men's room.
I love keeping that song on here. Oh, it went away. Oh well.
It happens.
We're having a wonderful discussion about Dr. Coffinails' birthday.
Yeah.
It was his birthday, what, 2 days ago?
Yesterday. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, yesterday.
Yesterday.
So he's what? 67 and 2 day a day?
40 in Krypton years. Let me put that way. You can go look up the
I almost quoted you, and when I was waiting because I figured you'd be on the show, but I was gonna tag you and just say, 4 shrimp cocktails and some bread for my brother, since I did it at the restaurant.
Oh yeah.
Only you could have that much fun. Only we could have that much fun in Indianapolis.
Oh, that was a blast.
It was.
That was a blast. I got to sit right next to Adam too.
Yeah, we were all in suits and everything, man. It was pretty funny to see all of us together.
Saturday.
It was.
That's cool, man.
Nice.
That is super cool. So Instagram wants to be a little and we're apparently not live on Instagram. What in the world?
What the hell?
Uh-oh,
bro.
They hate us because we're the most masculine looking motherfuckers on the planet in this platform.
Well,
We're
I
just
mean,
too
I'm all
masculine. Just too much masculinity. It's just too much testosterone. They can't handle it.
oh yeah. Yeah, exactly.
It's the clown. It's always the clown. Gotta look out.
Okay. There it is. Just like go live. Yep, I did.
No life for you.
There we go. Thank you, Instagram. You suck.
Well, I mean, they were busted for being a rather large pizza service.
Yeah. Yeah, they're pretty whacktastic. Speaking of pizza service, what do you guys think about this whole thing in Colorado? We'll just jump straight into it.
Oh yeah, that's they really set a really bad precedent And it's not really going to affect the election because Colorado always goes blue anyway. So
Yeah.
or Democrat, whichever that one that is, I can never remember. Democrats blue, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, it wasn't going to affect the outcome anyway.
It's a red state with 3 pockets of blue.
Right.
Right.
But it always goes blue though.
Yeah, because the
as
red
part of the
don't just
electoral
stop
college.
out the blue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
well,
it's
yeah,
not-
they weren't gonna be Trump anyway. But like, there was, I shared it with you, Seth. Like, they did this shit just right before the holiday, so you
Right.
can add more fuel to the fire, more stress that isn't needed when it's already been explained that it's not gonna take him off the ballot anyway.
Right.
So it's not. And again, he wouldn't have won Colorado anyway. And the fact that now, like, California wants to do the same thing. That's fine, because then now all the red states that still outnumber the blue states, okay, can do the exact fucking same thing on the border.
Oh, yeah.
On the border crisis now, because what you did, we are taking you off the ballot. So therefore, there are more red states than blue states. Donald Trump will be the fucking president. There you go. Problem solved. Everybody have a Merry fucking Christmas.
Thank you, Oiler
Greg.
You know?
And Merry Christmas to you too.
Yeah, man.
You know, it's that simple. Because that's what they want. They want more division. They want more stress and people, angry and mad.
Just like Oiler Greg says, take Biden off the ballot to red states. Well, guess what? Georgia, Pennsylvania, and Arizona are trying to push legislation to remove him.
Right.
So that's 3 gigantic swing states that want to push him off. That'll guarantee Trump a victory.
That's why I'm saying it sets a dangerous precedent. I mean, when they do all this crap, it's going to hurt everyone in the long run.
Oh, yeah.
Regardless of who you want to vote for, you should have the right to vote for that person.
Right. Thank you. Thank you.
We're not asking for anything else. And it's because the fact we are united behind Donald Trump, and they know it. The whites, the blacks, the Latinos, they're fucked.
Yeah. Well, this 3.5 years has really pushed, to seeing what's really going on. So you're not getting away with anything.
No, we're paying more than we ever have, which again, we already knew this was going to happen, because remember when you got your Trump checks and then your Biden checks? Yeah, we're paying for that and then some. Remember when fuel went negative, when oil was negative, the barrels, ladies and gentlemen? That's why the prices were so high. And then they brought them back down and go, oh, look, we're down. But they're still not down where they were before you rose them in the first fucking place.
Yeah.
So again, it's the same shit. It's just different tactics. We already been dealing with this since 2016. That's the thing. Yeah. We've already been doing this that long, and it's been the same thing. Now more and more people woke up because it affected their wallet. Well, you might be telling me one thing, Mr. TV, but man, I just spent like 3 times what I normally spend on the same amount of food.
Oiler Greg, that they definitely are, because I mean, seriously, dude, like all these I hate to say uneducated voters that just go with what the media says, but that's really what they're doing. I mean, I think it's funny. The funny thing is that when Colorado announced it, they immediately held. They didn't follow through with their with the disqualifying him off the ballot, which in turn allowed just this big commotion to come up over nothing.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then finally, like I think a day or so later, that's when they went on ahead and filed the paperwork and did everything they needed to do to do it. So it's like all they really wanted to do was stir the pot.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's a mess. It really is.
Because even if it were to go through on that level, as soon as they appeal it, if by some reason at that level it were to be denied, then we, the people, know we are not being heard at all on any level of the injustice system.
No, of course not.
There is no voting. There's no point. There will be civil unrest,
Yeah, and
Yeah,
if you guys
we're
out there in chat land have something that maybe we're missing out, call in and tell us about it. 540-407-8988.
Did
I'm
anyone
not gonna
see?
lie to you guys.
What? Anime.
Check out go see Eagle Pass, Texas. Go see Eagle Pass, Texas, because I was with Adronis Raven. I think it was last night on his stream, or was the other night before that. Chris was showing what was going on in Eagle Pass, Texas. It looked like Goodwill took the biggest shit of its life. There was like clothes everywhere, on barbed wire, on trees, everything, and it's a giant mess.
This was posted at 8:14. You can see right here on Twitter.
Where is this?
Several gotaways caught on camera in Eagle Pass, Texas, carrying rifles into the country.
And they're trying to take ours. And they're trying to take ours. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Look at this. Oh, you have a weapon? Oh, you're welcomed in. Have fun. Oh, hi, American. Yeah, we're taking your gun away. Fuck you. You don't deserve a weapon. Here you go, legal immigrant. Have fun. Now,
armed people. I mean, that is a that's an invasion.
Yeah, it is. It is a form of invasion. That's like if we went over to Cuba with rifles, like they would shoot us like
for sure.
They don't care. They would not care if we were there to come hunting or go to beach parties. The minute you brandish a weapon to another country with intent, it's declared an invasion.
For sure.
Just
yeah. Hey, shout out to the 4 people watching over on Rumble. What's up? How you doing, Rumble?
Woo-hoo!
How y'all doing?
Oh yeah, it's levels of shit we've never seen, and we'll be dealing with this for the next 30 damn years.
Yeah,
just the amount of people they've let in. Because
dude, I mean, for real,
it's not like it's women and children and everything else. What the fuck are they fleeing from that we need to take them on after a pandemic, while already facing shortages, mind you? We still haven't recovered from America shutting down in 2020 for no fucking reason.
Nope.
Yeah.
You know, other than it was a psyop. They've already came out and announced all this shit. You know, it's just people refuse to believe it. They can't believe when the truth comes out, you know, that all these things, they can't seem to deal with it. Where all of us, they're like, we've been telling you guys this shit for years, some of us for decades. You know, we were raised to question all this stuff so that we didn't lose the liberties that now are being taken away from the man that was formerly the president. I mean, come on, you know, if that doesn't tell you they can do it to us, I don't know what else does, as they're, you know, throwing you into the wagon and turning you into, you know, Soylent Green.
Exactly. You know, they can just swipe you off the street for just whistling at a girl. Like, oh, go in the paddy wagon, you're gone. Like, no trial, no nothing.
Oh yeah, dude, for real.
That's how insane these people are.
I mean, there's amendments that claim, I think it's the 14th Amendment. It's one of the ones I've shared, and the chick even breaks it down. Like, if they're not going to take care of our borders, the states can hire the citizens to do it, and us as citizens can do it as well. Okay, what the fuck are we waiting on? And I don't get that with any of the shit with the House and the Senate. Like, everything else can go on the back burner. They should already be like, all right, look, we already know what's going on. This is all bullshit. So, look, we're going to stop all the nonsense. And, hey, Donald Trump, you're clear to all this bullshit. There you go. Go fucking run and have your election without people having, you know, Biden, sorry, you can't even pass a competency test. You know, you're not running anything. You know, and everybody that's, you know, allowing him to pretend to be running everything, they all should be locked up for elder abuse. You know, it's disgusting where we're at as a country. Just on that alone.
And also, we have we're involved. We're quote unquote involved with 2 different wars going on that we have no business with. Like, look, Ukraine and Russia can go bicker and bitch and fight it out all they fucking want. I don't care. May the best man win.
Yeah.
Same with Gaza and in Israel. They can go bicker for what? This has been going on thousands of years.
Beginning
Thousands
of time,
years.
dude. Beginning of time. It's real simple.
We have no
Gaza
God.
can put down their guns and go into Israel and be part of Israel. If Israel puts down their guns, Gaza will come in and kill them. So I mean, it's pretty simple right there. And again, we should have nothing to do with that. And the whole Russia thing, let me end that for you. They already took what they wanted, which was Russia to begin with anyway. If they wanted any more of Ukraine, he would have already took it.
Exactly.
Haven't you seen the videos of people going, look, man, there's not even a war here anymore. Like the shit's out there. So why are we sending money? And again, if we have that much money and California can be cleaned up for the commie president, then what the fuck are we paying taxes for? Because obviously these really rich people have way too much money and the rest of us don't have any.
Or have Zelensky go to our U.S. military like, hey, are you guys really gonna fight for us? Like begging to fight for them, like, motherfucker, we have problems.
And they're all like, y'all don't need roads, you don't need your you don't need your social services, your social security, you don't need none of that. It's like, we need the money. You don't need the money. We need
the audacity of this
man.
No, he's not a man. He's a man-child. The audacity of this man-child to tell us, oh, forget your problems, America. Forget your problems, on Earth. Yeah, right. We have a lot of
get glad, bro.
Here, I'll wake y'all up. It's real simple. I got a $40 increase from this year to next year. So that's what I get an increase. By that $40 increase, the state is docking me $30. So thanks for that. And I will be at $1,300 a month. I've been on disability since 2008. And in 2008, I got $800. In 2023, I am now at $1,300 a month. Yet these fucking illegals are getting $2,000 a month. So my question is, if they have $2,000 for illegals, where's my fucking $2,000 on top of the $1,300 that I'm getting? Because they said you have to make $500 to not be in poverty. They're keeping me in poverty because as I get a raise, they take away my state assistance instead of leaving everything alone. And again, I'm better off than other people. There are other people in way worse positions than I am. That are older and same thing. But this shit ain't
for real.
fair. How can an illegal get more than a fucking legal citizen? My family has served and died for this country.
Mm-hmm.
This is a fucking nightmare.
It really is.
My grandfather is rolling in his grave right now. He served and he's like, I'm just glad he's not here to see this shit. I'm just glad.
But I've got a good friend of mine that I work with, and she was talking about how that her dad she's an older lady, and she was like, my dad used to say, the government is here for us. They've got our backs, the da-da-da-da-da. Because this dude was from like, the 50s, 60s era. And you know what? Yeah, probably back then. Sure, you could probably say that. But today, man, that just doesn't happen. That's not factual. That's not true.
That's since 9/11, man.
Dude, I'd say not since Kennedy.
Yeah, it goes back farther than that, but it still was more about America, it seemed. It really seemed that ever since 9/11 is where we really took that hard turn towards communism.
I could see that. It was, and you're right. It's crazy.
Because for the last 24 years, you can't be proud to be an American?
Nope. No.
During Kennedy, you could still be proud to be an American. Prior, all the bullshit we've been through, Reagan being shot at, everything, even Bush being in office, it's like, okay, Junior, I can't, and with Late, he can hit like before that because he's older than the rest of us. And David comes up with good points too. But like for the modern era, like that's really where I see the majority of what we're doing. On the positive side, I saw a poll that said like The 30-year-olds are now for Trump. They're even like, fuck this shit. We're done with this. No, we're voting for logic here. So that's a positive thing, you know, against all the negative shit. But yeah, I don't know. That's where I'm at with it, man. I can't really find anything else besides Obama. It really, really went to shit after he went into office. Because that's when Social Security changed and we lost more things, you know, security. Or under the guise of security, we gave away liberties.
For sure. For sure. It's you know.
And look at that's the sad thing. Look at where we are right now in 2023, present day. It's just proof that it didn't work, guys. Sorry.
I feel like we were richer under Trump. Like we were richer. We had like more stability in our lives.
For sure.
Dollar was worth more.
Dude, I can show you on my pay stubs that I made more money under Trump.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Just comfortably. We were happy as can be, and we were able to do more stuff, and our pantries and everything were full as fuck. Nowadays, you look at that, and that pantry is like not even 50% full. It's just like at the 30-20%.
I'll do you one better. I'm making more this year than I've made in my entire life, and I'm able to buy less than I ever have.
Yeah,
that too.
What the hell is that?
A week's worth of groceries is $120.
Yeah,
you know, it's like, wait a minute, shit that used to be like, I've noticed that too. Like everything is now $5.
Try to get a family of 4, Adam.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta buy a lot of dog food though too. So,
dude, for real, like you cannot go family of 4 fast food, cheap, crappy, bad for you fast food.
Mm-hmm.
Never get out of there with under $40.
Nope.
Never. It's always 40, 45 and some change. You know.
Used to be $5 a meal was expensive. I mean, we used to get $5 because they had the 99-cent menu. So like in between going to 2 fucking jobs, you'd stop and get a couple items through the drive-thru on your way to the other fucking job. And wolf that down as you're getting to work to start your second job. That's what we used to do.
Well, I mean, I would leave high school and go straight to McDonald's with like $4, eat like a king, and go to work.
Hey man,
that was late 2000s.
We were all fine until the inflation hit this year because they said, hey, it's the biggest increase in Social Security history. And I went to like $1,200, you know, and I was like, holy shit, I'm going to be able to fucking pay some shit off and be fine. And then inflation would hit like 90% increase. And it's like, okay.
Yeah, that's the same thing I experienced was, look at this big raise I just got. I'm going to be sitting pretty. It's like, wrong. I'm working overtime
we got hit
again.
With the electric too, because we use the same amount of electric. We've been here a decade. We're now paying 3 times what we did a decade ago for the same amount of wattage coming to the house. So
look, if we won in 20, we would probably lose in 24. We have to work with some really stupid voters. Even stupid people can see that the Democrats are evil now. Yeah, exactly. I don't necessarily think we would have lost in 24 because, I mean, the way things are going, I don't know. I mean, I guess you could. I guess anything's possible.
Oh, I mean, we could have the same thing that happened in 20 happen. We already know, no matter what, who you wanted to win doesn't matter. Take your personal bullshit out of it, okay? We have enough proof that there were enough ballots that were not counted and hidden. It doesn't matter who they were for. There you go. To say that election was not legit. And we need to fix that problem. And yet we haven't fixed anything. And the next step is we're going to remove them from the ballot, which won't fly. Like I said, logic already dictates if you go this route, you will lose. And the only thing they can do is then Biden will all what he let in will be his new backing of communism in America to fight all of us patriots. And by patriots, I mean all of us that are Americans, not communists.
So DeMartina over on Rumble says, you have a computer, you have internet, don't you? You have a car, you're all overweight, so ... Well, you know what? Have at it, Adam.
Who's overweight?
Right. I mean,
what?
Oh.
Overweight? Overweight? That would be like
look, dude, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I'm
pounds.
chunky. Like, I don't even care. I am.
I'm
But
6 foot and 195 pounds.
This isn't the 1800s. You don't have to be rich to be overweight. You just eat a lot of potato chips.
yeah,
I mean, that's not.
I'm guessing
I mean, look,
this
I
person.
live high on the hog because I'm smart. I mean, we have our hogs butchered.
D Martino
went
says
up a little
LOL, but
bit.
like, where are you from? Like,
Right? I mean, if you're from Ethiopia, we're all fucking fat. We get it.
yeah, exactly.
That is white privilege. We got food. Negro.
Lape, are you even listening? Hello, Lape.
Lape.
Oh,
Lape
D
is
Martino
still-
says Seattle.
He's apparently still skiing.
Oh,
Lape, are you ever gonna set up that Twitch link that I sent you?
What you sent makes no sense. I'm already broadcasting on Twitch.
But I'm meaning from my channel. Add it as a destination and send it and post it so that way, like, you know, you can add it. You get that?
I don't have that option.
Yes, you should. Go to StreamYard, set up a new destination to Twitch, add in my information to it to where you have access to my Twitch account.
All right.
What
You
a
have the
dream.
stream key.
live. It's asking for a username.
He's like, I gave you the
Okay,
key.
just put the men's room.
You got the key to the kingdom.
Yeah, you got the stream key. So then go to where you add the link that you just put in for your channel and add that stream, and it'll direct this out to the men's room Twitch channel.
Yeah.
Because I can only do 3 at one time, but you can do 2. Any of our guests right now can go live on 2 of their own platforms.
I had to go live on X. We live
Okay.
on that?
And now it shares it. Used to be, I just did it. You could just do it anyway. You know, just set
Custom
it up
R-
and then share your whole
Custom
screen.
RT.
MP.
Can't do that. Okay. See what
But anyway, set it up for Twitch, and like when we're on here, just go live on Twitch. On both my Twitch and your Twitch. Anyway, so yeah, DeMartino is from Seattle.
Of course. That didn't surprise me.
What?
Well, you
I
enjoy
mean-
all that.
But what, like, so what are you trying to accomplish by calling us that we have a computer, internet, car, you're all overweight? So what?
Guess what? All you idiots that have the same stuff that we have could look up all this shit and learn all the stuff for yourself.
Mhm.
They've already proven mainstream media. What is it? PSYOP. They're lying to you. They've already told you
yeah.
all.
Well,
Look at-
Operation
look at-
Mockingbird.
Yeah.
Bingo.
That was the church committee in the
Ring it,
70s that was proven.
Ring, ding, ding. Ring,
And
ding,
people
ding.
still don't want to believe it. Almost 50 years later.
I shared a reel because it was from the Super Friends, right? I was watching a documentary. It made me giggle because in 1978, DC decided to be more diverse. They would add more characters. So they did, right? And they did do that. And this is in the documentary, 1978. We already had diversity in motherfucking 1978. And again, I'm a child of the 1970s. I don't want to hear any bit about this. This is why Gen X is the best fucking generation. See, we already had this shit. We were already diverse. We had already accepted everything. So y'all went, mentally retarded, full retarded.
Cataclysmic retarded.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Anytime you have sexual deviance and kids mixed together, that's just not. we could have united this world under the fact of stopping sex trafficking, regardless of what kind of sex trafficking. I mean, any's bad, right? To me, like, let's just stop it all. And we couldn't even fucking do that. It's a Lebanon film. It's this. No. It's a talking point to say, hey, the fact of the matter is, yeah, there's a lot of this shit happening right here in our country. Let's own up
and
to
everywhere
it.
Else.
Take care of the problem.
And everywhere else.
Yep.
Except it's less talked about over there. You don't hear much. Aside from
did you hear they're supposed to release Epstein's flight log finally, like in January?
Into January, yeah. I'm excited about that.
They're going to release a list of associates. They're not going to release everyone that ever was on there.
Right. So and it's going to be people that were victims also.
It's going to be handpicked. They're not going to put everyone on there. Trust me.
Oh, of course not. But even if they were to, let's say we got the list and knew everybody that was ever on the island. Does it fucking matter at this point in 2023 who's on that list? Does it really matter? We had Obama come out. We found out he was gay, which we all knew that anyway. Let's be honest here. We knew.
Just by the way, he walks and smiles and shakes hands a certain way.
Now, did he admit that, or just talking about that letter that surfaced?
I mean, even the fact that Africa had said he was pushing the gay narrative, and they're like, "Look, we ain't about that." During his presidency, kind of explains that the stuff that has been said, and it's like, you know what, he's gay as hell. I don't care. Or even if he's not, okay, fine. He's bisexual. There you go. None of us care. Does it matter? It didn't make a bit of difference while he was president and when, you know what I mean? Like, I don't care. He was still a shitty president.
I care more about his crappy policies than I do about his sexuality. Because I mean that.
Yes, Dr. Coffin-Hills, exactly.
And also, don't forget he represented Wall Street by Wall Street for Wall Street during the whole thing. Look what happened in the bank crash of 08 to 09. Who got bailed out? It's pretty obvious who got bailed out, despite the fact we were that close to finding out who did what. Obama came in like, oh, here you go, some banker bailout money, there you go. Oh, there's an audit for the Federal Reserve. Yeah, let's kill that on the floor. We can't even audit these people. That's how bad it is.
But we still don't know where the money went from 9/11. Because remember, there was an audit going on before the planes went into the building.
Yeah, Rumsfeld came out. We're like, oh yeah, there was like, I think it was like $50-70 billion somewhere in that ballpark, like or higher, somewhere in that ballpark.
Exactly.
And he was out on the floor that day before it happened. And guess what? Oh, and the Bush, and the economy and everything. Oh, Bush needed a way out. He did, and he orchestrated that whole thing. He and his dad went to Saudi Arabia, and we're like, hey, look, we need your help. We'll give you all this money. We'll give you all the TV deals. We'll give you all this. Just do this for us, and we will forever protect you from the FBI and everybody else. Because that's what happened. Days after 9/11, the FBI, a few people got pissed off in the FBI. Were like, hey, man, you've been snubbing us. And they got silenced real fast.
But D Martino says Bidenomics will just take a little more time to take flight. Are you trolling us? Or are you like, do you really believe that?
Definitely. No, there's no way in hell they believe that.
Because
now the U.S. dollar is worthless even more so than it was before.
Well, he's from Seattle. What do you expect?
They just want 5 more years, Seth. I mean, it'll
I know that
in 5 years.
I know that people there's a lot of people from all over that are, that believe certain ways, and
he is entitled to his opinion. He is.
Yeah, exactly. I'm cool with different opinions.
Look, if you're trolling, that's fine. And if
this dude's trolling, he's got it.
Look,
this dude is straight trolling, and I love it.
All you got to do is call the number. It's just a voice message, and you can leave a message and tell us.
No, it won't be a voice. It's not a voice message. It's you call in and be on the show. Listen, DiMartino says Joe's just gaining momentum. Dude is trolling. I get it. That's funny.
Where? In what poll are
Momentum
you
to the
reading?
bathroom.
What
Yes, you're
poll
right.
are you?
He
I
might
would love to
make
see
it
your
not shit
evidence.
all over the White House again.
Yeah, that's cool. Hey,
DiMartino,
listen.
I would love to see your evidence. What poll are
Yeah.
you looking at? What poll are you looking at? We could pull up all the polls right now, and we could prove to you where Biden stands in all of this.
Oh, he's fucked. And they
Speaking
know.
of what Adam was saying, they already had to change the names of one of the rooms in the White House from the blue room to the brown room.
That's right.
Never
Oh
mind.
no!
Sorry about that.
Why you think they
Yeah.
always keep him in brown pants?
Well,
Just thought I'd try that
um,
one out on tonight's show.
I mean,
Yeah.
he's definitely so. You guys know that like this whole situation with Hunter Biden and stuff's going out here,
Mhm.
and all you do is keep seeing the clips where Biden's like, "Oh, I don't know anything about what my son's doing," yada yada yada, and then next thing you know, you're hearing
Me and my son.
telephone with them like old clips of Biden talking to Poroshenko,
Yup.
and it's like, come on, man.
Busted.
How much of this are you gonna like, lie
Well,
about?
again, how much more do we need? Look, my opinion here right now. Again, it's such elder abuse. I would rather have the vice president be in charge right now, just because to get this old motherfucker off of whatever they got him on, because it just ain't right. He shouldn't be. If he ain't a clone and he's just an old man that's fucking delirious and they're using him to do, as a puppet, that shit ain't right. Come on,
Right.
be humane here. Let her fucking.
Right.
She ain't gonna be Trump. She
That's
ain't. She got what? Less than a year. She can't do any worse than what's already fucking happened.
Nazi fags.
Yup.
Yep, precisely.
And we're reaching
That's just the way it is. I'm wondering though.
Stanley levels of elder abuse.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I wonder how they're gonna oust him, because now that everything is like fully going in full swing. I have a feeling they're either gonna pressure him with the Hunter thing, because they are really gonna be looking into this, because they want Joe gone. There's a majority of Democrats that want Joe gone.
He's the
Because
fall
Yeah.
guy. He's
Well,
the
a lot of
they want him gone.
the media, I think if you guys are paying attention to any of the mainstream media right now, they are positioning themselves to push Biden out. Everything, the Democrat lead would never have his tapes exposed unless the globalists wanted it out. Those
Best
who are
way
in
to
charge.
do it, Colorado says they're going to throw Trump off the ticket. Biden loses his shit even more. The people go more wild. Yeah, we're going to go for it. They see they're fucking completely fucked. Hell yeah. Now they can boot him out and say, hey, we didn't realize. It's all on him for leaving the border open.
Yeah. And you know what? I was listening to Dan Bongino the other day. Regardless, like his opinions, whatever. Some of them he's got pretty good ideas. Some of them I think he's a lot more fear mongering than he is anything else. I enjoy some of his opinions sometimes. But he was talking about how Biden had 3 options to respond to the Colorado. He could take the high road and just say no comment. He could take the medium road and just kind of like throw a little bit of shade, but still remain neutral, no comment. But what he chose was the low road, and to say, oh yeah, he definitely, he was doing insurrection, yada yada yada. He deserves, what he gets. And it's like, dude, like, where's the class in that?
Mm-hmm.
But then again, why am I expecting class from trash?
That stole an election in the first place. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we know it wasn't an insurrection by him. He did not say people we need an insurrection. He said go be peaceful. It's all there. We've seen it. We've heard it. We've
Well,
seen
they
it.
ignore that part. They choose to ignore that part.
Yeah.
But
Do-
it's there. It's facts. You can't. You know.
Yeah, DiMartino over on Rumble says, will the 2024 election be contested no matter who wins? Never-ending impeachment, polarization, and civil unrest? Probably not, because, man, I mean, like, there's ways to lock down an election and make sure that, like, it's legitimate. Now, see, there's plenty of ways that they could go in and say, hey, look, here's proof that what happened in 2020 was real. Here's proof on, yada, yada, yada. They could also go in and say there's valuable, there's valid evidence of what happened in 2020. Like there was serious issues with ballot harvesting and all these different drop boxes, early voting, all that stuff, man. Like that was a real big problem.
Got unregistered. He voted for Trump, and then when he went to vote again, he was unregistered. How the fuck does that happen?
So I did early voting. My parents talked me into it, and I will never do it again because see, there's a website, and I don't remember it right off the bat, but like I could go in and I can punch in I think it's social and see what I voted for. Like I can see my history of votes, and I cannot do that in 2020. Mine is blank. So yes, I did go vote, but my vote doesn't count. My vote didn't count.
Ooh, if you ever find that website, I'd love you to share it because I'd like to look at because I remember who I voted for. It'd be nice to see what they've got.
Yeah, I definitely will have to find it.
Oh, yeah, most definitely because it's also suspicious how because I remember you saying that you did go and vote that day, and boom, here we are, and it's like, oh, your votes, you didn't register the vote or you didn't vote. Yeah, I did. I was there that day. Pen, paper, everything. Poof, gone. Oh, history. Oh, what's this? 80,000 votes, my ass.
Well, I'm the voter they hate because I don't ever vote just like one party. Like, I usually there's different, people that I used to would go through, especially local elections. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't just, I'm going to vote for all the Republicans or, any of that kind of shit. So, yeah, I mean, now I would never vote Democrat since 2016. Now it's pretty much straight Republican or independent. But again,
exactly.
Now we know which ones are on the same team, the same ones that we're going, we need to give Ukraine more money and you don't need AR-15s, but they do. Oh, okay. So I get less money, but they get more.
Could you imagine if the president of Argentina and Donald Trump meet? That would be a power force right there. That would be the most. I will watch that shit. Just watch them lambast the whole globalists. Just sit there, and be like, yeah, these people fucking suck.
Yeah.
What do you think of Trump and Levesque for VP?
I like it.
I could see
I like
that.
Vivek. He's the only one so far that's pulled his name off of anywhere that they're not going to allow Trump.
I respect it. I still don't trust him to run for president. I think we need Trump because he already knows who stabbed him in the back. Right?
Yeah.
He knows more so than what we the people know. He knows who fucked him over. And he's going to get him out. He's not going to put up with the bullshit. He's going to be the only way we get the snakes out so that we don't have this bullshit again. Because there needs to be amendments made, and we need that we, the people, be protected from all this shit. They knew what they did with COVID was bullshit. And when they knew they couldn't stop doing it, and then, now they're finally saying no more boosters? Finally?
Yeah.
Finally.
DiMartino over on Rumble says, I've been watching election returns since JFK, and I've never seen Arizona declaring a winner first. Very fishy. Yeah.
That is very true. That's very true. I was watching it all night that night, and
We were live.
I went.
Yeah,
we
we
were
were.
live that. Yeah, we were live that night, just watching the whole thing, and it was red the one night, and then the next day it was solid blue, and I'm like, that has
Every
never
one of
happened.
us, dude. Every one of us said, we're like, dude. When they said they were going to shut it down, we're like, the fuck is this? No. This isn't how it goes. This has never gone that way. Like that. No, you stay open. You keep counting until it's done, and we know how they did it. We've sat there and watched people. You're supposed to take one ballot to put in there, your ballot, and close it. Now they're putting in tons of them. Okay, that's election fraud right there. We already know. It doesn't matter. Again, it doesn't matter if it was for Trump or if it was for Biden. It's interference.
Oh don't pay attention to those mysterious suitcases under the table. That's my travel bag. I flew in here from New York. Bull fucking shit. We knew.
I think they pretty much already said it. Trump won all the in-person voting, which meant this country was all red.
I had one person. I used to work at the supermarket. I ran into one of the moderators. He told me straight up that Trump was winning by a large margin. Oh, yeah. And then the next day this happens. Thankfully, I saw the dude again. I'm like, hey, what happened? He's like, we don't know. They closed it early and sent us all home. I'm like, that's bullshit. You should have stayed till like 4, even till 5 a.m. and counted.
I look at it this way. This can be a conspiracy theory. It's just a pothead theory. But I think the reason Clinton lost is they undercheated. They didn't think he'd get the numbers he got because the AI told them what to do and they followed it. The problem was the majority of us don't do fucking polls and shit. So how would you know who's going to vote? And if you're a different voter like me who doesn't always vote one way or the other, you know what I mean? Because I don't know. I'm not outing anybody. I'm just myself. But generally, I've never voted all solid party till back 2016.
Remember back in the early 2000s, it was all about Florida. Like all eyes were on Florida.
Yeah.
Fast forward to 2020, all eyes are on Arizona. From here on out, it's going to be Arizona, Pennsylvania, Georgia, all kinds. It used to be Florida because everybody made the joke Florida can't make up its mind.
Yep.
Now it's like I wish we had that back because that was a lot of fun to watch. That was a lot of fun actually because it was humorous at times, but now it's gotten to where it's not even funny and it's more stressful than it needs to be. It's like, what's gonna happen? Who's the first shoe gonna fall? Are we gonna have a horse win this race? I mean, Jesus, we'll all be 75 years old by the time it's done.
If you look at voting over the last several years, look at Ohio. Watch Ohio.
Yeah, Ohio.
Ohio is usually a telltale sign of who's winning, who's going to win. This year has been the first time in history Ohio went red and the president went blue.
Well, because Michigan was red and then they turned Michigan blue, didn't they?
But it's interesting. This is the first time that Ohio's gotten it wrong.
Yeah. Because AI fucked it up.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know if anybody has any faith in Mike Lindell. He's working on some kind of system that you can watch. You can watch votes be tallied via internet and see if there's anywhere that's connecting to online. There shouldn't be.
It's real simple. It needs to be in person, and
paper.
You need to have ID. You have to have voter ID.
I don't understand why that's racist.
If we got to have driver's licenses to be on the roads, why can't you have the ID?
The same thing
to vote. to prove that you're, especially now.
Every
Especially now.
time that I go vote, they ask me for my ID.
As it should be.
I want to know
also
where
to the
that's,
people
where that's not true. I voted in two different states in over 4
What?
decades. And I always have to not only show my ID, but my voter registration card. They match
Yeah.
the signature and the ID.
Yes.
And there's a Republican and a Democrat party representative who both have to agree that that's me before I'm given a ballot. And
Yeah.
that's been true in Tennessee, in 4 different counties that I've lived in, and in Ohio in 3 different counties that I've lived in.
Yeah.
So it's definitely only in states where they definitely want to cheat that's not a requirement.
I would bet.
Also,
Yeah, I've
the
never had
people,
that
Here,
part.
buddy.
Like I've gone in, they do the driver's license,
I
they
know you.
look at your license. I'll fuck with them sometimes. I'll give them my passport. Well, little people. I know they can't hear me because he's got earbuds in, but yeah.
well,
Rated
thankfully,
Don't
G,
worry about it.
boys and girls. It's rated
Shut
G.
the door,
time.
please.
But yeah, I've never had that. They've always just done it off my license. No issues.
Right. Well, funny thing is, I told the lady that I was like, "That's racist, ain't it?" She was like, "What do you mean?" And I was like, "Well, yeah, you're asking me for that information, and that's racist." And it was just a thing. It went around. I was like, "Look, I'm just picking with you. Like, a lot of people call this racist to have to prove prove an ID and whatnot. So I'm just giving you a hard time." And she started
Also-
laughing.
Well,
Also, to the people who are
having
gonna
basic
be-
ID that everyone has is white supremacy, apparently.
Yeah.
Yep. And to the people who are going to be moderators for this coming election, if the people don't do what the people in I think it was either Georgia or Chicago where that police officer told them, "You guys can't be here. Your names are already in. You guys already went inside and everything." Fight these people. It's like, well, we just got here. We haven't been here all day. We just got here. How can our names be on the list? Who signed our names? That whole fiasco. If you're a moderator and the person says you, "Hey, you already signed your name in the thing." No, we didn't. We didn't sign our name. We just got here. These are the people. We're the ones that were supposed to be here today. Who signed our names in the thing? That's another thing that worries me.
Yes, dude. I've had family that say that they couldn't they couldn't vote, that they had already voted.
This year is 2024 is going to be really, really chaotic. Literally, like not like in all fashions and everything. Because
I still don't think we'll have an election with the 2 wars, and then when China decides to go after Taiwan.
Oh,
and then the
I
war,
completely
and then the
forgot
war at
about
home.
that.
That's literally 3 wars. Hello, World War III. We've already been fucking around with Ukraine, and and let's not forget we got now the nuclear bullshit to worry about again because everybody's a bunch of pussies. So
and Biden bowed over when China's like, okay, Biden, you stay out of our way. We're gonna invade Taiwan, and you're gonna stay out of our way. Here's an ice cream cone.
Yep.
Biden, all giddy and shit, like, oh goody, yes, I'll stay out of the way. Fuck. No, you know what they're gonna do to Taiwan? They're gonna implement that dreaded one-child policy, which should never have existed. You would have to be crazy to implement a thing like that.
Yeah.
China, I mean, I love the history of China. I have respect for the Chinese people. It's the government I have issues with. And the policies. That's my main gripe with it. Everything else is fine. I don't give a shit.
Fake a Biden is Igor, and fuck the Chinese people, because now we're having to deal with their communism here because they couldn't take care of their bullshit in the first place.
Stay positive. It's zombie apocalypse. Then open a brain taco truck. Yes.
I would like to see that. I would like to see a taco truck like that. Be like, oh, a brain shaped taco truck. Nice.
Karen brains.
Yeah.
They're probably small, but
I have a feeling that list is going to be heavily redacted, though. I know for a fact. Because look what they did to the JFK files. Even under Trump. And Trump did say, if you guys saw what I saw, you would probably be like, how can we release this to the public? I'd say release the whole thing. Because we all know who was involved. We all know.
yeah, they came out and said
Look
it.
at the
Yeah, they said it, brother. It's been announced. They flat out said they done did it. It's like,
actually, you know what Trump should do? Release the 9/11 files. That would really kick them in the balls up to their brains. That would
like
really
I said,
do
everybody's
it.
so worried about the Epstein list. And I just who the hell could really be on there
See,
other than
see,
Jesus
well-
H. Christ himself that would really shock me. You know, like who the fuck would be on that list that would be like, oh my goodness, your world just ended.
Look
I
at
can't think of anybody.
Fallon. Fallon went crazy when he heard about it. He went crazy. He's like, "Oh my god, they're gonna release the list." It's the people that are worried and complaining about it are the ones we should be on the lookout for. We should be really keeping a watch for it, because those who freak out of something big like this, you damn well know they're ready to crack. They're ready because they have a lot of skeletons.
Oh yeah,
Because they show their true colors. Their hand is out in full view right in front of us. I mean, we need a damn miracle in 2024 if we're ever gonna have a country, let alone voting again. Because if we fall in 2024, it's a straight path for the World Economic Forum and everybody. It's a straight path. And believe me, I don't want a fucking future under them. I rather have a future under a future under Trump, where in America where we're respected, we're done with foreign wars, we're done with all that bullshit, and everybody's prospering and being happy and everything. That's the America I want to see, and I want to pass away in when I hit my ripe age of 80, if I ever make it there.
You just want to make it to 80?
I just want to make it the fuck. I just want to make it the fucking 80 and just say, "Yep, steal it all."
Listen to this little down here, man. Oh my goodness, he wants to make it to 80. I love it. That's adorable.
Hey, I'll be right back. I gotta go help my wife with something.
All right.
Okay, but
I mean, it's kind of like it'd be easier to make it to 80, yeah, if we weren't having to put up with all this crap all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, give everybody a break. That would be nice.
Because I'll be 33 in 2 months, and given all that time in my life, I hate how this country turned out. I miss the days where we had fun and got to know our neighbor, go to nightly barbecues and all that, and our military was respected and our veterans were respected. Nowadays, you have the stolen valors and all that. It's garbage. Adam, I feel bad for you as a veteran. You look case in point. Every veteran like you is being treated so badly. It breaks my fucking heart, because it's like, damn, we go fight overseas and then we come back and we're treated like a common criminal nowadays.
Well,
I haven't served, but
I
I know people who have. And it's sad.
After you serve and you're done, they don't care. And it's only when it's convenient to make people feel guilty. So around the holiday seasons, you know, like the homeless, that's when they only give a fuck about the homeless when it's during that time of year. You know, it's like, you know, we could have ended homelessness in America with the money we've sent to Ukraine 6 times over.
Mm-hmm.
Let that sink in. All the money that they have printed up and threw into our, into our economy, if we would have kept it here, could have ended homelessness. Ended
exactly.
It completely.
Because
that's the route we should have been on. You know, that's where we should be in 2023.
Yeah, we should be at the end of the homeless crisis, like right at the end of it, because all we have to do is just fix a few more states, and then boom, we're ready to go. Get programs for people that actually do need it, who want to get back on their feet, and try to get their life back. I mean, yeah, I've been homeless twice in my lifetime. I've been there. It sucks. It is demoralizing, because it's like, what are you going to eat tomorrow? Where are you going to sleep? Are you going to be, in my case, are you even going to be able to make it to work? Those are the factors. I mean, yeah, hotels are a great thing and everything, but doing that for 6 months straight, it takes a toll on you. And it damn well almost did with us. It almost did. And thank God some good circumstance came out, and here we are in a wonderful house. And I'm happy that we own it. We own it. All we do is just pay the lot rent. That's it. I'm happy with that. I'd rather have that. I mean, not everybody else is fortunate, but believe me, I get it. I honestly get it. And it is the word. And the funny thing is, it happened right as COVID was starting to go in full swing. And I'm like, oh boy, we need to get out of this pronto. All in all, I think the next shoe to drop, because they are going to go forward with the indictments against Biden and Hunter, I do see a possibility we're probably going to see Newsom run. He's running. But after the crap show between him and DeSantis, because DeSantis took him to the cleaners. He took him to the cleaners. He had
On the debate?
everything. Oh my God, that was
Yeah, that
so
debate was
funny.
great.
I watched that probably like 6 times. It's still hilarious. And he is just standing there smiling. He's not smiling because he's like, oh my God, I've been exposed. He's smiling because he's proud of what he did. That is a monster right there and needs to be ousted.
Oh,
California had one chance to elect a black man, and look what happened. And they call us the racist.
Yeah.
The one chance with
They called
Larry
him-
Elder.
They called him the black face of white supremacy.
Yep.
And they screwed him out of it and reelected Newsom. Hypocrisy at its finest, ladies and gentlemen. But believe me, I believe Larry Elder would have made a change. I like what he had to say and everything. I would have been fine with it. Because Newsom, he looks like the twin brother of Chris Cuomo and Andy Cuomo. They will look like fucking triplets. You would just have to look and be like, yeah, they almost do. Because he has the same mind as those two clowns. Because he's all buddy with them.
And I say put Arnold back in. California was doing pretty good when Arnold Schwarzenegger was governor.
I remember that, actually. That was a lot of fun to watch.
The governor.
Governor, baby.
Yeah. He already I think he already served 2 of his terms, because he did get reelected that one year and served out the last. Which is a shame, though. Imagine getting 3 terms as governor. That would be nice.
But look at what happened. Like, California was in a pretty good spot when old Arnie was there. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't where it is now.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean,
remember
that's not that much time. There's not that many years that had passed that it took it to turn into a piece of shit. And he had it fucking going good. I say, I don't give a fuck about term limits right now. We need Americans, and Arnold's an American. Let's motherfucking put his ass back in there and get that motherfucking ship stirred the right direction so we can fix it to get it at least to where it was when he was in office. Unless you can think of somebody else that had it in a pretty good, you older gentlemen here. Late.
He's
Or
too
not.
busy fumbling with Twitch right now, I guess, to comment.
All right.
But I feel like, I mean, it's so crazy. And watching Nikki Haley get decimated on the stage, that will ever not stop being funny. I just love it when they go after her. I just could just sit there and watch and be
Well,
like, yep.
Levesque murdered her.
It was really funny when Vivek asked her to name 3 provinces in Ukraine.
To
And
defend.
she just looked at him like,
yeah. Oh, he murdered him. Murdered him.
yeah. DeMartino over on Rumble said Arnold trashed Trump. Yeah, I know he did.
That doesn't matter though. I'm not. You don't. Trump doesn't matter to me. It's the idea that to me, Trump is a Democrat. He is an old school American Democrat. That's fine. He's an American, not a communist.
Yeah.
I will not stand behind communism, and that's what we have running America right now is communists.
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather be an American fighting for the American values and seeing all my friends up here have prosperous lives and actually be happy.
Yeah.
And the kids too, and the future generations. Those kids' futures are on the line in this.
I'm not voting for Trump because I like Trump. I'm voting for Trump because he likes America.
And he wants us to be he wants us to be strong again and actually be respected on the world stage.
Make America great again. What was so wrong with saying make America great again? Make America independent.
If I remember correctly, that was coined by Bill Clinton in the 90s.
It was. At least goes back that far. It might go back even farther.
Bill Clinton said it in 92 when he was elected from George W. Bush Sr. Senior. HW.
Oh God, I remember that nutcase. Oh, I'm glad he's gone. And also Henry Kissinger's gone. It's so comical watching all these crappy people pass on and are like, damn, I never got to live and see America suffer and all this and blah, blah, blah. Where was that world order you promised us? You're not here to see it because it's being crumbled down.
Yeah.
By us, the people who do give a shit, the people who do love America and want I want countries to solve their shit on their own. If you want to go to war with somebody, fine. If you want to go to war with your next door neighbor, fine. Just leave us out of it. Please. Don't come begging us for help. You got yourself into this mess. You get yourself out.
That's the problem. They don't come begging to us because we've been funding both sides of every war since every fucking war. Mm-hmm. So no wonder these countries fucking hate us. We're not innocent in this by any means.
No.
But
no.
we here on this panel aren't the motherfuckers that set that shit up, and we want that shit to end as well. We want them to take care of their own bullshit and leave us the fuck out of it, as you said, brother. So yeah, exactly. But remember, since before World War I, that's what America has been founded on is war.
Yep. It's all the
CIA
neocons.
are there, FBI, CIA, all those 3-letter agencies is the government's little motherfucking Gestapo.
Yep. Also the neocons and the warhawks. If we could get rid of those people, I think we would have a fair shot.
Oh yeah.
Foreign policy wise, foreign wise, we would be fine. But there will always be one warhawk after another, and there's always the neocon. The neocons are the most dangerous though, because they could turn coat in an instant, and you won't see it coming too. And that's what worries, and that's what also concerns me with this whole thing. Yeah, there's Republican, Democrat, but people are overlooking the neocons. We should shed more light on those motherfuckers because that's what's really happening too.
DiMartino over on Rumble says, but we're saving democracy.
Oh, don't give me that shit. We're a republic. We're a constitutional republic.
Yeah.
That's what
I
we
think it's
are.
hilarious.
If we
Yeah,
were
exactly.
a democracy, let me ask that guy this. If we were a democracy, will we still have our Bill of Rights or the Declaration of Independence? Will we still have that under a democracy? I
Good
lay the
question.
gauntlet. I lay the gauntlet to everybody who's watching on Rumble. I lay that question onto them. Would we still have that under a democracy? Because under a constitutional republic, we do have that, which is why we're able to speak our minds. We're able to we're allowed to believe in what we want to believe religious wise. You could be Jewish, you could be this, that, and the other, and have the freedom to go and express it on your own accord with the freedom to do so and the freedom of privacy. If you want to be private about your life, you're more than welcome to do so. I won't pry. If you want to be a private person, go ahead. Have fun with it. It's the fundamental principles that people fail to understand. And unfortunately, we're losing more of that on a daily basis than ever before. It started with the Patriot Act. It's escalated 20 plus years later. And look where we're at now. If you take a step back and look from the Patriot Act up until now, you see how badly eviscerated the Constitution is on all fronts. Now, if we could get rid of the Patriot Act, which I hope does happen because that thing was a lying piece of shit paper anyway, I don't know why people didn't bother to read further into it. But then again, they were all buddies. We would be a lot better off. But no, they had to push it through. And what happened on that horrible day on September 11th was the cataclysm for it. No disrespect to the people who've died or anything. I feel bad for the victims and everything. But in a grand scale of things, that's where it really kicked off. And it got escalated further and further into Obama. And that went megastar loads of horseshit. It got way worse. Don't believe me? Look up everything that he said. He's like, I will have the American people read the bill before it hits my desk, before I sign it. He signs it immediately, not even, 2 days in. He signs all the things, and we, the people, barely had time to look at the thing. And we're suffering the consequence. And we were beginning to suffer consequences of all that.
Think about it, dude. He came out of nowhere.
Exactly. I never heard of this guy. I never heard of
100%, man. Like, he came out of motherfucking left field.
Yep, he was like all polished and everything, had that smile. It's like, hey, I'm here for change. Yeah, change for the worst, Obama. Thank you.
Yep. And that's the downside of Vivek or however the fuck. Motherfucker, why can't you have a normal name? God damn it.
Oh, exactly.
Son of a bitch. But yeah, like, I like what he's saying. And if he's for the people and not a commie, hey man, I got no beef with him. But he definitely needs to be seasoned a little bit. You know, running straight president, nah, man. I'm sorry, Junior. You ain't gonna get that one. But
VP, maybe.
I could be fine with, because a lot of people said like Tucker, or they've said other people. But I don't think Tucker wants to run. If Vivek to be okay, this is how I see it working. If we can peacefully transition back to the rightful president, because we already know he didn't fucking win. We have an election. Trump wins. Okay. Vivek for the vice president. In this 4 years, we get protected from this shit ever happening again, and mental illness put in check. And then we also have the time frame for Vivek to learn shit he needs to learn, so that in the next election he can run to be president and be competent enough to have 2 terms and be able to, within that time frame, America is strong again, and we're where we should have been to begin with. And then we get off this communist bullshit, and we go back to where we have an actual independent Democrat and Republican system again.
Yeah. DiMartino says he's running against Kristi Noem and Carrie Lake for vice president. I don't think Carrie Lake's going to get it. Kristi Noem would be cool, and Vivek would be cool.
I'm on board with all three. I'm on board with all three.
Yeah.
I don't mind who wins.
Yeah.
Still pissed off about that.
Mike Pence.
Oh God,
Yeah,
no.
for real.
I'd rather see him in prison because he is definitely the biggest turncoat. Actually, I don't think anybody showed up to his rallies, from my understanding. I don't think
I want to
anybody
see
showed
him
up.
self-delete.
Well,
God.
as a fellow Hoosier, I'm quite embarrassed that he came from my state.
I want to see him.
We feel bad. We feel bad for you, Coffin Hales. We feel so
Oh,
bad
yeah.
for you. We feel so bad that
He's-
he came from your state. And it's like, oh,
He came
God,
from
you just
our
have-
state. We're both in the same state.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm so embarrassed right now.
I'm just like
embarrassed for ya.
like right on the line north. So yeah.
Yeah. Hey, check this out. Apparently Elon Musk decided to put a new sign on the X building.
Hmm.
Yes,
Uh-oh.
that is way better. That is way better. I
Yes.
approve. I approve.
That is amazing.
That's an epic Twitter topper.
That is fantastic. If you don't
Is
know
that
what,
really
what this
there?
is referring to,
Is
I
that
mean,
really
look,
there?
I don't know.
It is now.
He did
Whether
should
or not
be.
it was doesn't matter for this
He
small
did-
segment. in
right.
time.
So he did an interview a couple weeks ago. Was talking about how people are blackmailing with their funds, buying advertisement. And he said, if you don't want to advertise, or if you're trying to withhold money for advertisement, you know, in like a way of managing way of blackmail, go F yourself.
Go flock yourself.
Yeah. So
And then my favorite
GFY
part
is
when he says,
now.
"Hi, Bob."
Yeah,
Frick.
that's hilarious. That is fantastic.
I love it. He should do it. Look,
Yeah,
if it ain't
if it's not real, it should be.
if it's not, that's
It's
one
a step in the right
of
direction.
making up for you being fucking insane and wanting to put fucking computer chips in our brains. Okay? Like you want to make up wanting to do that crazy shit, then go do that. What Seth just shared. You go do that, and then that's a step in the right direction to make up.
Yeah. This was in the comment section.
Yes.
That's great.
Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, and Bob Iger got pissed about that. Bob Iger like cried like a little bitch. He got so offended. Like, oh my
yeah.
God, I'm so offended. You should be Iger. You should be. Disney is a crumbling empire. Once the domain for Mickey Mouse goes live in 2024, gone.
Look,
That'd be hilarious.
since we're on the men's room, there's no chance in hell Elon Musk is going to see this. So here's what I'll do, because that picture was hilarious. I have a Weeble Wobble of Mickey Mouse, and I think it would be funny for Elon Musk to be holding said Weeble Wobble. So there we go. I'm going to throw the challenge out to him that we need to connect just for him to hold the Weeble Wobble of Mickey Mouse to make that picture even fucking funnier.
Yeah. But
I mean,
speaking
it's
of
not going
going,
to never happen. I'm a fucking nobody. I even if I met him, I wouldn't give a shit. I got nothing against the guy. I really don't. It's I agree
Yeah.
with a couple things, and if we could have energy, we could have freer energy, or if there was a less gasoline way to run the world safely.
Borderline
So be it.
personality disorder chicks.
yeah.
'Cause
But
that
speaking
seems to be his
of
flavor.
getting the F out of here, we gotta go. I gotta go. Dr. Coffin gotta go. Any final thoughts?
Yes, I have a final thought. I'm
Okay.
dreaming of a white Christmas just like the ones I used to know, where the tree tops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. That's my final thought.
Yeah. Dude, I'm really excited about Christmas. I'm looking forward to having fun with my family. My cousins are coming in. It's going to be a great time up here in the mountain. I'm
Your
cooking.
cousins are coming. Is it going to be a reenactment of a Christmas Vacation?
Maybe. Dude, I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait to see him. I can't wait to see all my family because, whatever. It's family, and family's cool.
That's the best.
To all you guys out here on the panel, Late, Anime, Dr. Coffinails, Adam, love you guys. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, my dear friend.
Everyone out in the chat, love you guys. Oiler Greg, even DiMartino over on Rumble. He says he'll check us out later. Thanks. Hey, thank you for being here. I enjoy a difference of opinion. It's fun to have conversation. I don't even know. You might have been trolling.
We're just fucking with you. We're having a great time.
Even if he was trolling, great. And if he wasn't, like I said earlier, great. We don't mind.
Yeah, I enjoy conversation, so that's cool.
But we give you credit for having the balls to state your opinion, though. We give you credit for that.
For real. While I'm here, there's no coffee and gaming tomorrow morning. I've got some family stuff to take care of.
Oh, please go
I am
have fun.
I am off this week, and there will be spontaneous coffee and gaming during the week. So if you're free, feel like jumping in, come on. If you can't, no big deal. I'll share the link out via email like I always do. And check out everybody else's channel. All channels are linked down below in the description box.
Let's get
you guys take care. Merry Christmas.
And Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Good day, sir.
Later, dudes.
Good night, Jim Bob.
Hell, I got to go.
Peace out.
Burn in hell, New World Order. Fuck you. Fuck you, New World Order. Fuck you, Bill Gates.